Hey, today I did something that I'm not really proud of. Um, I decided to take an options trade, and my reasoning um, was that we have a channel here. This is a daily chart of SPY. We have a channel here. We broke above the channel, tested it here, and usually breakouts of a bull channel fail. So my thought was I think this reversal down was strong enough so that if we went up, we would still probably have to do something like this first before going up. Or if we were going to go down, we would just go straight down here, break through the trend line, and then come down. There's obviously the chance that it would just shoot up here, but that's, in my opinion, that's less likely. So 2 out of the 3 options here were sideways. So what I wanted to do is to trade this, short this here at the high for either sideways or down. And I didn't want to short shares because I have a small account. And if I had shares invested in the short on the daily chart, then I wouldn't have enough capital to day trade. So I didn't want to do that. So I was exploring different options ideas, and I don't trade options, so I'm not experienced with options pricing. I've only taken one other option trade ever, and something about today, the price reached the highs. So this is the prior all-time high right here, and we broke above it. And when we broke above it, so this is the all-time high right here, and as we started to break above it, I bought puts, thinking very quickly, as soon as it got up here on this candle or around here somewhere, I wanted to quickly put on a position for the daily chart because I was trying to write notes and focus on the day trades, and I was looking for something in here for a day trade. So I just quickly wanted to put it on, and I opened the options chain and I bought puts, just one contract for the daily chart, and I just said, okay, I'll scale it higher. It was very rushed, and I did all of that without thinking about the risk implications and when I was going to scale in, and if that was risk that I was willing to take. I just did it really quickly. And once I was in the trade, it broke out. And we got 2 big bull bars here, and I saw that I was down $10 in 10 minutes. Right then I realized that this is not something that I'm willing to risk, because I still think that it's going to go sideways to down. But if it doesn't, in the event that it doesn't, I'm not prepared to risk that much. All my trades are very, very small size. And the lowest I could do was one option contract, and I wasn't thinking at the time about how much I'm actually risking, which is a mistake. And because I wasn't paying attention to risk, it turns out that if the option expired worthless, I would have lost $196 because I bought the contract for $1.96. So that right then, when I was down $10, I knew I had messed up pretty bad. So as soon as I saw that, I said, okay, I'm not ready to be trading this much. And so I tried to get out. And the best I could do was get out within these 2 or 3 bars, and I ended up getting out with a $10 loss. So I bought the put at the blue arrow at 196 per contract, and I sold it at 188 per contract at the red arrow. So I ended up losing 8 cents per contract, which ended up being $8, and then plus commissions, lost $10. And it sucks to take a loss that way, but even though it did end up going back below my entry, I'm happy in a way that I took it because I realized that I did something that I shouldn't be doing. I shouldn't even be trading options. That's not my strategy. I quickly thought I wanted to do on the daily chart and did something that's not part of my trade plan, not something that I'm prepared to do, not something that I understand very well. So that was a mistake, and I'm pretty disappointed in myself that after all that restraint I was showing on the 5-minute chart for the last few weeks, that I couldn't keep that up. So it was a bit disheartening, and it kind of ruined my mindset for the rest of the day. I was still thinking about the loss, and I was worried that I might start trying to force trades to make up for the loss, and started to second guess my analysis. So that happens, right? Emotions get in the way, and they have a way of affecting your rational thinking. But I was pretty disappointed with that today because there were some good opportunities in here. This right here, the give up bar, is similar to my first trade. So one leg down, two legs down. It's very similar to my first trade that I posted, trade 0. Yeah, so here it is. Big rally up, sharp move down, right? One leg down and second leg down. So looking for a trade up in here. It's pretty much the same setup today that I wanted to take, but I just didn't feel comfortable with the analysis anymore after taking that loss. I know that's not the right way to be approaching it, but I just kept second guessing myself. So I ended up missing this trade, which ended up working out perfectly the same way. So overall, some important lessons learned: to stay away from setups that aren't part of my plan, and to not do things that are rushed. Like normally my decisions are very calculated, and I wait 2, 3, 4 hours for one trade. And this one, as soon as it got up here near the all-time highs, I just started rushing the trade. And that's something that I can't do in the future.